In the bustling streets of New York City, John Lennon was more than just a musician. He was an icon, a peace advocate, always pushing the boundaries of art and activism. From his early days with the Beatles to his influential solo career, John Lennon's legacy is etched in music history. However, just as his fans celebrated his creative resurgence, fate took a cruel turn in the bustling streets of New York City. John Lennon was more than just a musician. He was an icon, a peace advocate, always pushing the boundaries of art and activism. From his early days with the Beatles to his influential solo career, John Lennon's legacy is etched in music history. However, just as his fans celebrated his creative resurgence, fate took a cruel turn. Join us as we journey through the life of John Lennon, from his early successes with the Beatles to his tragic end. John Winston Lennon was born on October 9, 1940, in Liverpool, England. He often said he inherited his rebellious spirit from his father and his musical talent from his mother, Julia. Both of these qualities were essential for enduring the challenges of his youth, including his tumultuous family life and the hardships of post-war Britain. He spent his early years drawing and writing, attended Quarry Bank High School, and at 15, formed his first band, the Quarrymen. He even met Paul McCartney at a church fete, which marked the beginning of a legendary partnership. Despite a rough start with poor grades and frequent trouble with authority, John's passion for music kept him focused. Then, at the age of 17, he was accepted into the Liverpool College of Art. Although he struggled with formal education, he thrived in the vibrant art scene. What's interesting is that John didn't achieve widespread success until he was in his early 20s, and he described his early days in Hamburg as a crucial learning experience. Initially inspired by rock and roll, he and the Beatles honed their craft playing in clubs, performing for hours each night. This period was vital in shaping their sound and style. From that moment, he worked relentlessly to become a world-class musician. But his desire to break new ground faced several obstacles. He battled personal demons and the pressures of fame. Determined, however, he continued to innovate, producing groundbreaking albums like Revolver and Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. After years of success with the Beatles, John met Yoko Ono, who became his partner in both life and art. It wasn't long before he embarked on a solo career, creating music that resonated with millions. In 1969, John Lennon released the anthem Imagine, which quickly became a symbol of hope and peace. Despite controversies and challenges, his influence only grew. Yet, behind the public persona, John struggled with insecurity and a desire for personal freedom. These inner conflicts often surfaced, especially as he navigated the complexities of his personal and professional life. Though he achieved incredible success, John faced many trials. His relationship with Yoko Ono was both a source of strength and a target for criticism. After the Beatles disbanded, John's solo career flourished, but he often felt misunderstood. Despite these challenges, he continued to advocate for peace and justice, using his platform to address global issues. In the mid-70s, John took a hiatus from music to focus on raising his son, Sean. He felt rejuvenated by this break and returned to the studio with renewed energy. In 1980, he released Double Fantasy, marking a triumphant comeback. The album's success was a testament to his enduring talent and relevance. However, just as he was poised to embark on new projects, tragedy struck. On the night of December 8, 1980, John Lennon's life came to a horrifying end. After a recording session, he returned to his apartment at the Dakota in New York City. As he walked through the entrance, he was approached by Mark David Chapman, a fan who had asked for an autograph earlier that day. Chapman then pulled out a revolver and fired 5 shots, 4 of which hit John in the back and shoulder. Unbeknownst to many, Chapman had been plotting this act for months. As if the fame and attention weren't enough, he felt compelled to make a statement, however twisted it was. After the shooting, Chapman calmly remained at the scene, reading The Catcher in the Rye until the police arrived. He made no attempt to flee, showing a disturbing level of detachment from the gravity of his actions. The horrifying event unfolded rapidly. John was rushed to Roosevelt Hospital, but the damage was too severe. Despite the best efforts of the medical team, he was pronounced dead on arrival at 11:15 p.m. The news of his death sent shockwaves around the world, leaving fans devastated and mourning the loss of a music legend. In the aftermath of the shooting, an investigation was conducted by the New York City Police Department. Their report revealed that Chapman had a history of mental health issues and had become obsessed with John Lennon. It also determined that the motive behind the murder was rooted in Chapman's delusions and desire for notoriety. Despite the thorough investigation, the senseless nature of the act left many questions unanswered. Because the murder claimed the life of such a beloved figure, the impact was profound and far-reaching. Fans around the world gathered to pay tribute, and vigils were held in his honor. The world had lost not just a musician, but a voice for peace and change. John Lennon's legacy lives on through his music and the message of hope he left behind.